Thank you, Robin. In tonight's Big Story Breakdown, we're looking into child care funding. For the last several months, concerns growing among child care providers and families as changes have been made to child care subsidies and COVID-era funding. As Fox 25's Paige Taylor explains, those concerned filled the state capitol today as the Department of Human Services presented their budget request.
Today we wanted to sit in the gallery and basically just show the legislator that there's people behind the numbers and that we need the support from that.
Kirsten and KOKH run Kingdom Influencers Child Development Center in El Reno, and they've had to make some tough decisions recently.
We actually just closed down our school-age facility. We opened it in June, and with the recent cuts, the $5 a day plus getting rid of the kids, they originally said 6 and older, and they backed that up to 8, but we went ahead and shut it down anyway.
Other providers across the state have had to make similar decisions or close altogether following recent cuts to child care subsidies and the removal of a $5 a day add-on per child come April. The $5 a day add-on has already been removed for school-aged children. The Department of Human Services says there just isn't enough funding, and funding that was once there has run out. That's why the agency is asking the Oklahoma legislature for just over $57 million in their budget to go toward child care subsidies in fiscal year 2027.
In order to return the subsidy program to how it operated in September of this year, prior to all of the cuts that we have had to make over the past months, it will require an additional $57 million to be solvent next year. Even if we continue with the cuts that we have implemented and the cuts that will continue to happen in April when we remove the $5 a day for school-age children, and in July when we reduce SMI for eligibility on to 55%, the agency estimates that we will still need an additional $7 million to operate the child care subsidy program.
Child care providers listened into the hearing, hoping changes can be reversed through funding.
I mean, I understand that they have a budget just like we do, and they're trying to get their budget in line, but I don't think that correct the budget at all cost is the best way to do it, because it may be 12, 18, 24, 36 months before they see the fallout of just the overall workforce issue, because there will be no child care.
Paige Taylor, Fox 25 News.
A new research shows Oklahoma families are struggling to find affordable child care. However, state representatives say new legislation could help cut through the red tape. Fox 25's Sophia Cabrera has the story.
For many families across the state, finding childcare isn't only stressful, but entirely inaccessible in some cases, forcing many parents to leave the workforce. A national nonprofit, United We, says access and affordability are two of the biggest barriers for working families across the state, specifically mothers. And the impact goes far beyond the home.
You know, we oftentimes get the question, why should we care about this issue if we don't have children? But this is everyone's issue, because this is impacting the workforce, this is impacting employers, this is impacting the overall economy in Oklahoma.
Wendy Doyle says childcare providers also face major licensing rules and administrative paperwork that can make it difficult to open or stay in business. That's why bipartisan lawmakers are backing House Bill 1979. The bill would create an early childhood task force, bringing together providers, agencies, and lawmakers with the goal of cutting red tape and expanding childcare options across the state.
I do believe childcare is a workforce issue. I think if we're going to truly be a competitive economy as a state, we have to invest in our people. We have to make sure that we're investing in those quality of life measures that will bring families, prospective businesses to Oklahoma.
The legislation was introduced by State Representative Trish Ranson and will be considered in the upcoming legislative session. Supporters say it will take time to see change, but are hopeful that this will mark the first step towards accessible childcare in Oklahoma.
Positive that there's discussion, that there is interest, but just to keep in mind, this is going to take time.
Sophia Cabrera, Fox 25 News.
A new study looks at just how much money a family needs to earn in order to afford child care. According to a Lending Tree study, households with 2 kids need to earn nearly $403,000 a year to comfortably afford child care. New research says the annual cost of child care for an infant and a 4-year-old, nearly $28,000 a year. The study also found families in Hawaii, Nebraska, and Montana pay the most, while South Dakota came closest to affordable care. Data shows Native and African American communities are the farthest from necessary incomes needed for affordable child care. New Mexico, now the first state to offer universal child care. Families, regardless of income, can begin to receive state vouchers to cover public and private child care fees. culminates efforts the state has made to expand free childcare since the governor and state legislature created the Early Childhood Education and Care Department in 2019. The state also establishing a $12.7 million low-interest loan fund to build and expand child care facilities and is increasing reimbursement rates to providers that pay entry-level staff a minimum of $18 an hour. We're also seeing New York's governor take a similar approach towards helping families with child care. Under a new pilot program, the state's partnering with Dutchess, Monroe, and Broome counties to expand child care in their communities. Part of a $4.5 billion investment to deliver statewide universal child care for all under the age of 5 across the state. The pilot program will include $60 million in state funding and will provide each of these counties with $20 million for their pilot. A new national poll released today by the organization First 5 Years showing strong bipartisan support for federal child care programs. The poll shows voters are consistently concerned about the affordability and availability, noting 80% believe child care is either in a state of crisis or a major problem. 82% believe federal child care funding will help lower costs for working families. The poll also found there continues to be strong support for the Child Care and Development Block Grant, a federal program designed to make it possible for working families to afford quality child care. 74% say funding child care is an important and good use of tax dollars. That was your Big Story Breakdown. You can learn more about DHS budget requests and the new legislation to help tackle the issue of child care on OKCFox.com. Plus, you go to our YouTube page. You can watch all of our previous Big Story Breakdowns. Scan the QR code on your screen or just search OKC Fox.